my name's Annika.
And I'm Vanessa, and you're listening to Two Peas in a Podcast.
Bow, 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 bow.
Woo!
Yay! Okay, and today's topic is how we met and to get to know you, not you, but us as your podcast hosts.
We don't want to know
wanted to make
you.
that
No,
clear.
Just kidding. We would love to know.
We're gonna lose all our views.
We would love to get to know you if you don't know us, but
Yeah.
today's episode's all is just getting to know us as people.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ooh. All right. So when we first met, we met in college, and how you meet people in college is you say your name, you say your year, you say your major, and a fun fact. So we're gonna start with that.
We did this so much in college, too many times.
I'm so
to count.
sick of it.
I am, but I haven't. Yes.
Lectures, meetings.
Yes, everywhere you meet people in college, you will probably have to do this at least once.
I know. So hi, my name's Annika. I am a second-year preschool teacher. I majored in music and culture, and I minored in education. And fun fact is, I'm getting my teaching credentials soon.
Snaps. Yes. We love that.
Your turn.
Okay.
Yes, finger snaps.
Finger snaps. I can only
But
snap
I
with my
can't
left
snap,
hand.
so-
Oh, I can only snap with one hand, so we'll think this will make do for now. Okay. And then my name is Vanessa. I'm a second-year adult. Well, I guess I was an
Valid.
adult in college, but in the real world,
Yes.
out of school adult.
Yes, post-grad.
Yes, post-grad adult. Second year post-grad adult. Fun fact about me. I guess I could repeat my fun fact from our Instagram post. So
Ooh.
Annika's fun fact there was that she's scared of butterflies. And then my
Yes.
fun fact was that my name in English means butterfly.
It does?
It
I
does.
didn't know that.
In or in Greek, I think.
Ooh, pretty.
It means butterfly. Yes, but you are scared of those.
I didn't know that. Well, yeah, somebody
Yes,
commented,
fun
was like,
fact.
wait, then shouldn't
yeah.
Monica be scared of you? And I'm like, technically.
The only butterfly she's not scared of.
I know. Prettiest. And then she dressed up as a butterfly for Halloween.
Oh my God.
You would always be like...
It was the only costume I would have my whole college career, because it was a cheap costume. It was like $10, and then I was like too lazy to go get a new one, so I was just a butterfly for 4 years.
I think that's also one thing that brought us closer together, was the fact that I was scared of it, and you would purposely come over and just... Which, I mean, I knew it was you, but...
Yes. Yes, I guess that's a fun fact too. Like, I was just as a butterfly wearing this for Halloween. I guess that moves us into how we met.
Mm-hmm.
So we were in the same club together in college, or we had met each other there. And in this club, it's kind of structured as like a frat, not really, or it's like
a mentorship system.
Yeah, mentorship. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
And then so there was like different pairings you could get in the group, and those could be like bigs and littles. There was also this program called the family program.
Yeah,
or like
families.
Yeah, like families. You would have families, so you would get grouped together with a bunch of people in the club, and then there would be a name for your group.
And you do like little socials. It's like a more intimate hangout, because sometimes a big club is just too overwhelming to meet new people. So they have that for you to get to know others better.
But then aside from those clubs, so those families were like groups of other people in the club. And then you would also have another family, which is like your family line, which is
God.
like, gosh. So it's the family line
Jesus.
with the bigs and littles. Oh, God.
Well, it's a complicated system.
It is. But we were part of the same family line.
Yes.
Not directly, but our
We
bigs
yes.
were
Friends.
were friends.
They were closer together.
In this family line, we would sometimes do like gatherings or like
Yes.
get-togethers. So our first one, I think, was the hike to the sea.
Yes.
Or
I
no,
remember
not the sea. The
No.
Mount Rubidoux.
I thought it was.
No, Mount Rubidoux.
Oh, Mount Rubidoux. There you go.
Yes.
Yes.
So it was a hike to a mountain, and I had met Annika there. I don't remember really talking to you though.
No, I did not. I only talked to my big, and because he was
Yes.
the only person I knew, so I was like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
talk to you the whole time.
Yes. And then so we had first met there, but we didn't really talk that much. And then I remember we also did like a Thanksgiving thing, like it was a tradition, like in our
Yes.
family line, to do like a Thanksgiving get together. And so I think that's where we more talked there, because we were
Yeah.
forced to in like a more intimate
I mean,
space.
yeah.
I think that's where it started. And then I
Yes.
think little by little we got to know each other more. And then it was like more towards our first end of first year we really
Yes,
got
I
to know
agree.
each other. And
We like
then
worked in the same team, like leadership team.
oh yes, the
And
next
then we
year
were like the
after.
same year. We were like the youngest ones, so we
Oh
just
yes.
thought, maybe we should bond a little.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then later on, we would become family heads together, like for the families that were in the group. So
Yes,
we
like
were
the
also
leaders, I
not
guess.
not together. We were family hands with different people, but like in the same like what's it
Team.
called, conglomerate. So we also were able to get closer there, and
Hmm.
then
Friendship took off from there.
yes, it blossomed.
First impressions. I thought you were like super cool because your hair was all
Oh.
dyed and stuff, and I was like, ooh, edgy. I'm like, she seems really like talkative and cool. Maybe I'll get to talk to her one day. And here we are now making a
Yeah,
podcast
making
together.
now we're talking to each other all the time.
I know. Oh my god.
Yes. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of my first impressions of friends I met in
Mm-hmm.
college. I feel like when I first saw you, though, I wanted to get to know you better because, especially because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get to talk to you a lot during the hike. I
Mm-hmm.
think when we were able to sit down during that Thanksgiving get
Yeah.
together, I was like, oh, she's a cool person. I hope that she like comes out
Yeah.
more. um,
And I did.
and she did. Yes. Now we're here. Now we're like
Mm-hmm.
really good friends.
So in the club that we have, we have sister clubs that host
Mm.
fundraisers that we participate in, and one of them was called March Melody, and this was especially geared towards girls who wanted to perform and like sing. I guess they sing two songs. One just to show that you
Yeah.
could sing, I guess, and
To
then
get them
two,
enticed.
yeah, and then the second one is people could bid on you, and then the girls would have to serenade them. So
Yes.
that's what March
What it
Melody
is.
is. And I ended up not going the two times that I auditioned,
Yes.
but we did hang out together then, and we also sang with our mutual friend, which is also my college roommate, which you'll
Yes.
hopefully meet later on
Oh,
in the
yes.
podcast series.
Mm-hmm. We had auditioned with like I'm Gonna Lose You by Megan Trainor. And then
Song will
so
come up later.
yes, and then so when we were practicing, we were trying to figure out all the harmonies. And then so that beginning line, how it's like I found myself dreaming, sober and gold, like a scene from a
Like it's a
movie that
movie that every
every broken
broken
heart knows.
heart knows.
And so we were trying to figure out that like every broken heart knows melody or like the
Hmm.
harmony. And then so when we were trying to figure out, we were like looking at videos and like trying to figure that for like a 3-part harmony. And
Yeah.
then so now that like eventually became like a joke between the three of us because we were just
Hmm.
like every broken heart knows.
We'll talk about it more later
Yes,
next time.
to
But
be
yeah, that was
continued
just another
later.
experience. Yes.
Yes, that brought us closer together.
I feel like we also got closer because we also both pursued an education minor. So we
Yes,
would take the same classes.
we took
Those
the
were
same
fun.
education class. I think our
Mm-hmm.
third year.
Yeah, it's like at least like two of them.
Yeah,
Like
at
two
least
or
two of
three.
them, but one
Yeah.
of them I remember because we did that video project together. Do you remember that?
We talked about the model minority.
So that was fun. It was a
Um,
really fun group to be a part of
it
because we were
was.
having just so much fun making that video. Will we ever
It kind
show
of
it?
felt like
No.
no. I think it's in my Google Drive somewhere,
I
but
know, I think it is too.
it feels like those high school like video projects you had to make, and then you had to show it to the class. That's exactly what it felt
Yeah,
like.
and I think we were the only Asians in the class too. So
Really?
I think so.
Oh, that was
Maybe
okay. There
like
has to be like one more
there's
group,
probably, but I think we're
like
like
one
us
more,
together. Like
like
we're
one
a
of the
small group of
only.
Asians in that class. That
Hmm.
also brought like us and that group closer together, and it was just really
Yeah.
fun to
It
do.
was.
Oh, we would also do our lunches together in between
Yeah.
classes. We would go up to like this hangout spot at our school, very
Hmm.
popular. And then there was like it was like a big building with different floors. So
Like
the
three
bottom
floors, I
floor,
think.
yeah, 3 floors. So the first floor was like food area, dining,
Hmm.
food court type area. The second floor was just like classrooms, offices, things like that. Third
Yeah.
floor was like the hangout spot,
Hmm.
and
People
also
would
like a
lounge, I guess.
yeah, and also like the like stage area. They would have
Yeah.
like a
Multi-purpose room.
there we go, yeah. Um, and then so we would hang out on the third floor after we got
Hmm.
lunches on the first floor. And do you want to say what we got for our
We got
lunches?
small
Small
burritos. So
burritos. They're
good. I
so
didn't
good.
remember it until Vanessa brought it up in like typing up our podcast notes the other day, and I was like,
Yes.
I want a
Small
small burrito
burritos.
now.
Yes. And they were like
Those
the
are so
perfect
good.
size. They were like
Yes, they were
maybe like this big, like perfect
Mhm.
size for like
A quick lunch.
mwah, chef's kiss.
Oh no, I can't stop thinking about it.
But But yeah, I don't think I've had a small burrito since college.
Yes. I mean, I had a burrito before, but not like
Not a
the
small
small
burrito.
burrito.
Yeah, it's another memory that we had that also brought us closer together. I remember towards the end of our first year, there's like a huge end of the year banquet
Yeah, for our
um,
club.
for our club, and me and Annika were helping plan that, or helping at least like plan aspects of it. And then so I
Yes.
was
Okay.
planning to sleep over at Annika's and our mutual friend's room for the night to get up early together to help set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to go back to my room to to get like my stuff and like for the night. And then Annika came with me. In the dorm that I was in, there's like a little area on the outside of like the hall
Mm-hmm.
where like you could sit, have friends come over, things like
Mm-hmm.
that. So Annika was sitting out there. I went to my room, walked up to my door. I
Oh my
didn't knock
god.
because why would I knock for my own room? So I just like opened the key. Like I have a keys, so like I jingle my keys. And then my roommate had her boyfriend at the time over, and
And they were canoodling.
they were canoodling. Okay, I saw a head pop up. Like
Oh,
it's either my roommate or or her
the
boyfriend.
the boy.
I don't remember which one it was, but I remember seeing like a head pop up, and I was like,
Time
oh,
to
and then
go.
I ran out. I went to Annika. I was like, Annika, I need to leave
I think
now.
they're doing.
And then so we left together.
I remember the
So yes, that was another
an
experience that we both
experience.
had that she was there for. And it was
My
just really
god.
funny. And then we went back to her place and I slept over.
And yeah, and then we had a peaceful night.
Yes, and that was fine.
None of that canoodling.
Oh yes, and that was just a funny memory that I had
Yes, it was.
that we had together.
The birthday surprises
Oh
that we would have
yes.
for each other. It was between 4 friends,
Mm,
but us two were a part of it. And
yes.
literally, we would just go to each other's apartments, go to their door, and like surprise them.
Yeah, and like with a
And
cake
by
or
I
something.
think when did that start? Like the
I
first
don't
year?
know. I think no, because first year,
Maybe
or was it
second?
first year? Because we were living in dorms the first year, so I don't think it was like super accessible to
Yeah,
surprise
maybe the
people. I think
second.
second. I think second year because I have a Polaroid that I took of us with our other
Oh.
mutual friend. Annika and him had brought like a balloon and then like cake, I think, or something like that,
Uh-huh.
gifts for my birthday. And then it was like a Frozen balloon, like Frozen Disney movie
Yeah, we
balloon.
just picked like the cheap, like the
The
corniest one.
cheapest
Like,
balloon.
yeah.
And then I have a picture of us like holding it up
Oh,
in
that's
the
cute.
Polaroids. That's how I like remembered that because I had looked at the
Mm.
Polaroids like when I was decorating my room. I was like, oh, I remember
Oh,
this, and so I hung it up.
that's cute.
But I think I think after that second year, more people started doing it because we would like Snapchat or like, put it on
Mm-hmm.
social media that
Yeah.
like we were doing like birthday surprises for other people. So then other people started making their own groups for their own friends
Yeah.
to surprise their friends for their birthdays, which is really
We
nice.
started the trend.
I know, look at us.
Trendsetters.
And now, like, I remember, like, our last year, there would be, like, a huge group of people, like, trying to surprise this one person
Yes.
in this tiny room.
Oh my god, we can't even fit in there.
I know.
Gross.
But if anyone asks, we are the one who, the ones who started it, maybe. I don't know.
We were probably definitely one of the first though. I feel like it was
Yeah. I honestly
Definitely.
don't really know how that
back then.
officially started between us, though. I think it was just an idea that popped up.
We
And
just
we're like,
wanted to be nice friends to
Yeah.
each other, and then also didn't become a surprise anymore.
no, because
we knew.
everyone knew that it was going to happen.
Like, I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, why am I surprised?
But it's still nice to like see each other and like spend the birthday, at least the
Yeah,
first
exactly.
few moments of your birthday with someone or people that you
Mhm.
care about,
Yeah.
and like have
Yeah,
a
like,
nice little like
Bring you
wine
some
and
nice
dine.
food.
Yeah, I would
drinks.
always for Annika's birthday, we would always get the frosted cookies.
Oh, so good.
The
For
good
those people who don't
ones.
like it,
What do
We're
you
gonna
think? What are you
talk.
doing? They're so
we're,
delicious.
we've bonded over those
Yes.
frosted cookies too, because
Yes.
we're the only two people in the
That
world that
like
like it. It's so good. Ever since we told my college roommate, she would always bring it for me.
Yes.
So
Oh,
I just
so
had like a whole
good.
stock, but then I
And
always
then-
ended up eating it anyway because it was so good.
Yes, and then for like these cookies, like they always decorate them for different holidays too, so it's not
Yes.
always the same.
I
It's
know.
all another
Like
reason why they're good.
Halloween, Valentine's Day, St.
Christmas,
Patrick's Day.
4th of
Yes.
July,
Ah, so versatile.
for
So
real.
yummy.
And then after college, we would go to Disneyland together when it was
Yes.
open because we both
But
got
we
Disney
only went like
passes.
one
We only
time
went
because
once.
unfortunately,
But it was really fun because we went after
Yeah.
work, and then it was a
Yes,
great way
it
to
was
like
amazing.
to just de-stress from work, just
De-stress.
go on some rides. We went on Indiana Jones like 3 times. It
Yes, because
was
the line was
so
so
fun.
short.
Yes, going on the weekday, I miss those days.
I know. I can't believe Disneyland's reopening,
I
but it's
heard
too
end of April.
early.
I'm
I
not
feel
the,
like it's too
I'm not
early.
about to be the first one going to Disneyland just
I'm
yet.
not. Mm-mm.
we'll
We're
let we'll let the
vaccinated,
first
but
one
mm-mm.
we'll let the first few people go first.
Yeah, I
um,
could wait. I
yeah,
think.
I could wait
I
too.
think.
That's all the memories I can really think of
Yeah,
though.
that's basically how we met, and then we just stay connected.
Yeah, after college
Hmm.
too. It's just because we don't live too far, or
Yeah,
yeah, we
exactly.
don't live too far away from each other. So we actually had hung out um, like
Before COVID, obviously,
yeah, a few
but
months ago. But what do friendships really mean to us in general?
big question. For me, it's more of like a support system.
Mm,
Like you have people that you depend on for advice, whether it be like emotional, career,
yeah.
school,
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's just nice to have someone to like relate to that's about your age too, not like not your parents because they obviously are from a different generation, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really special when you
It,
find friends that you're really close with.
yes, and then it's also important just like staying friends too
Yes.
afterwards. But also friends tend to, drift apart too, so it's also okay if that happens. But it is
Mhm.
nice when you have a friend that, has stuck with you for so long,
Mhm.
has been there for many, many years and knows who you are, you know who they are. You can connect even more. I guess going back to like when I said I don't really remember how I met you,
Peep
or
certain
not
people.
not not met,
Yeah.
but like how I got closer to you.
Yeah.
I found that really interesting, like because we've had so many memories together. Like I don't like think
You don't know
about
like what
having,
the clicking point was for us to like start to
yeah,
hang out together more. Yeah.
and like
I agree. I don't
what
know.
started us becoming closer and like things like that.
Mhm.
Because I guess it's not important like how you met, but
Mhm. The
important how
memories you
you,
make.
yeah, the memories you make and how
Ooh.
how you become closer to each
Yeah.
other and the
Mhm.
memories. I think we've been friends for
Ever
four
since like
years,
first
5 years.
technically friends first year, right?
Yeah, technically, because we had,
Technically
yeah,
first,
like
second,
acquaintances. Yeah.
third, fourth. No, it's about six now.
Whoa.
Ooh, friendships.
Whoa. That's crazy. six
I
years
know.
has
I feel like it went by so
flown
fast.
by very fast, yes. Especially because COVID, I think, like, time, I don't know what time it is. What day is it?
I lose track of time too.
Yeah, very easily.
I
But
know.
I think I read this thing like a long, long time ago that if you stay friends with someone for over 7 years or 7 years or more, then you'll be
Mhm.
friends for like a lifetime or something. There's some like
That's
saying
cute.
about that, and I was like, we're reaching there, one more year.
It's gonna go
So
by so quick.
I know
COVID went by about a
it's
year
already
already. Like what the heck?
it's already April next week.
I
So
know. Happy early
oh,
birthday.
thank you. Yes, it's my birthday next week.
Yay.
So I'm excited. Another year in COVID, but it's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think my birthday landed around the time like the pandemic started or like the lockdown started.
Yeah.
But it's still nice because I don't really do much for my birthday anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
so it's okay. I don't mind.
I guess you don't have to feel that social pressure to have to go out and do something if you
Yeah,
really didn't want
especially
to, you know?
actually, me and my friends had just recently spoken about that. Like, COVID is an
Oh,
excuse to like stay inside.
it honestly, like, it's nice. I miss my friends. I miss
Yeah,
seeing like you and like my other friends, but sometimes it's just so nice to just be at home
it really is.
or
Yes.
just to like relax and do your own thing for once
Yeah,
without
and
having
so
to go out.
and like COVID has
Hmm.
been a nice way to stay at home.
A good, nice way to work from home. Hopefully, it stays that way. But you know, for people that are working from home,
Yes, I agree. And I think it's interesting to think that not all friendships are the same. Like,
yes,
I think
exactly.
like my interactions with you are very, not very different, but are different from like my other friends like back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's very interesting. Like
Mm-hmm.
they how they can vary, like what kind of jokes you have between each other, or
Oh my
like,
god, yeah.
or just like the experiences you have with each
Mm-hmm.
other, very different. And then I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the way I talk with you won't work the same way as I if I were to talk with someone else.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Sorry.
Have this one group of friends that are just like really straightforward about things.
Mm.
And sometimes I'm like, Jesus. But I
Whoa.
feel like I need to hear it, you know? And then with
Yeah.
you, we could talk about like some more serious stuff too without like hurting each other's feelings and stuff. So I
Yeah.
think that's really nice to have.
Yes. It's nice to have
Mhm.
different types of friends.
Yes. very important.
It'd be not as interesting if it was like if everyone was the same, like if everyone had the same
Yeah.
type of friendships.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also interesting that like friends can become lovers, like that kind of like
Yes,
progression. Like I find that interesting.
it
Um,
can.
yeah,
Sometimes you
it
just
can.
know when you're friends with someone, you know it's never gonna go anywhere. Like
Yeah.
for sure, it's never gonna go
Hmm.
anywhere. And then there's just some that sometimes you don't even expect. It's like boom.
Yeah, and then it's like it
But oh
happens, and then
well.
you're like, oh, okay.
Oh okay.
I think though, like that's why, like for me, I feel like I'd want to be friends with someone first before I like
Yeah, of
pursue something
course.
more because I want to
That
get to
makes
know that
sense.
person first and then
Yeah.
see if we, click,
Yeah, you need the
click or
foundation.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it's hard for me to think like in the movies when they bump into each other and they're like, oh my god,
It
sorry.
doesn't work like that, or most situations don't work
I'd be
like
scared.
that.
I'd be like, oh hi, sorry.
I know, like, oh my god, I'm still in love with you. I just
Yeah.
met you like 1 minute ago. It don't work like
But I find
that.
that so crazy. I don't know, but yeah, I find that interesting how
Yeah, it
friendships
is
aren't all the
interesting.
same and how friendships can lead to different
That's a
things.
good point. I never thought
Hmm.
about it like that.
Yeah, because also like not only is it like friendships can go into love like lovers or relationships, but friends can
Hmm.
also become enemies too, or like have a
Yes.
falling
Oh my
out.
gosh.
Isn't
Yeah.
that
It can go like
people?
totally different ways.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what changes that,
I think it
but
depends on like in movies when friends fight, that can be
yeah,
like a turning point in like a friendship.
true.
So and I think it's the two people's ability to come out of that
Hmm.
is what makes or breaks a friendship.
Yeah, like communicating and like keeping an open mind, I guess.
Yeah. But also, I
Yeah,
think just by age, and,
that too.
you make friends a lot in school, or you see a lot of people, how we talked about like school in another episode. Like, you meet a lot
Hmm.
of people, you can meet a lot of cool people like in school,
Hmm.
but, moving schools, going up from like middle school, elementary
Yeah.
school, high school to college, like, those friends can drift apart just because
Oh
of that,
yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
Like, I know, like, from my experience going from high school to college, like, definitely, I've kept a very close knit group of like 6 people from like the many people I saw in high school in the
Yeah.
past. But it's nice to have that like 6 people group.
Yeah, of course. You can look back on like old memories and still,
Yeah.
be able to talk about that.
And then like going back to that 7 years thing, like I hope that these friends will like
Yeah.
last a lifetime too, and I do have like a FaceTime call around every Friday with my high school
Oh,
friends,
that's
so that's like a
cute.
nice thing to look forward to. Yeah.
For me, I actually, well, I had like friend groups in high school,
Mm-hmm.
but I only feel like I got truly close to like one person.
Mm.
I had like one super close friend.
Yeah.
And then we went to different schools in college, so obviously we
Yeah.
drifted apart. Like we would try to catch up with each other like during school breaks and stuff, but now
Mm.
we don't really talk.
Oh, okay.
But if I texted her, she'd probably respond.
Yeah.
But I just don't really feel like hi, how are you doing? Like it's so random. I
Yeah.
might text her happy birthday or something, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, I think that's like the most I do for like my mutual friends or like my acquaintances
Mhm.
now. Like I'll just like,
Mhm.
oh, happy birthday. Like I won't try to like start a conversation unless it like
Yeah.
warrants it.
Mhm. I also have like this, sorry,
No, no, no.
random.
Yeah.
I have like this friend group that I perform with. I guess we met in
Ooh.
like elementary,
Oh, okay.
like middle school, and then we've
Hmm.
been friends since then. So I guess it
Okay.
really depends on like the chemistry of the
Yeah,
friendship
between
and just like how convenient it is because most of us live pretty close together, so it's really easy
okay.
for us to meet up
Yeah.
and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess.
I think that's what makes it easy with like my high school friends that I stay close with because we all live in the same area. Even though right now we're in
Mm.
separate places, like one
Mm-hmm.
person is like all the way on the East Coast, one person's all the way up in Northern California,
Oh,
one's actually in
wow.
LA. And so we're all like all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But the one place where we can come back together is like at home. Um,
Oh, it's cute.
yeah, so I think that's cool. I think
Yeah,
that's why I stayed
that's
friends with
nice.
them because I could, we have that in common, and yeah, it's a good time. I think also just making friends is hard
Oh, it
too.
really is.
Like going. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like it's probably easiest to make friends in high school and then even easier in college because there's so many people out there. Like I would have never
Yeah.
met you if it wasn't for college. And you live
Um.
all the way up, but your home is like
Yeah.
totally far away from me.
Yes. Yes.
After you graduate, most of your friends probably come from mutuals
Mm.
because
I agree.
there's no other way to like meet people
Yeah.
unless you are in a friend group and then someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring another friend." You're like, "Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
friends,
Yeah.
hey,
What's up?
hey."
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. I was gonna say like during the pandemic, like
Hmm. Oh
how are
my
you
god,
supposed to
yeah,
make friends? Like
yeah.
if
I feel
any.
like you could only strengthen your friendship with the friends you have now
Yeah.
instead of like branching out to meet new people
Mm-hmm.
at the moment, I guess.
Yeah. I think I was gonna say actually like making friends in college I felt was a little bit more tough because I didn't know where to start.
Mm.
Like when I
Oh,
first
that's a
got to
good
college, you know,
point.
I had
Yeah, it's like there's just too many
yeah.
things going on.
But like once you I feel like join a club or you meet a group of people like
Mm-hmm.
in your dorms or something or yeah, again like you join a club, like you get to meet
Yeah.
like, a lot of cool people that way. But like getting started, like where to start is the hard part.
It really, yeah, I agree.
Because it's not like you
It's
know
hard.
everyone
Mm-hmm.
in your college unless you have like a close friend that
Mm-hmm.
also went to the same high school as you or like you knew from
Mm-hmm.
before. Like I had
Mm-hmm.
a really close friend, um, or I had well he wasn't really I wasn't really close to him like when we got to college. He was more like an acquaintance, but he was like the only
Mm.
person I knew pretty
Yeah.
well enough to like be like, hey, you want to like hang out like while we're
Yeah.
here because we're in the same
I mean, we're here.
we're here, yeah, and they're the only person I really can really talk to, or
Mm-hmm.
feel like I can talk to. And so our
Mm-hmm.
first year, like and on, like we were able to get closer. He was like the person I like went everywhere with because I didn't know anyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. Understandable.
But we're still pretty close friends now, and he's actually yeah he's from my high school, so or the high school I went to. So yeah, yeah, making friends can be hard, especially when you go to a new
Yes.
place. Like I know there's like those movies where like the new kid comes to town, they don't know where to start,
Oh
and they
my
get
god.
bullied.
And then
Like
like there's this one person that's always like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, aren't we
yeah.
friends?" And then they're like, "No." There's something like
Or
that.
like they'll try to go to like the lunch table, and then they'll be
Yeah.
like, what are you
Mean
doing?
Girls. Miss Caddy Heron
Oh
when
my,
she was new to the school from Africa.
yes,
And people were
tried
like,
to fit
and like
in.
those cliques that they would
Oh my gosh,
have. Oh my
yes.
gosh,
I
cliques.
think oh for real, yeah. I know that was a
Mm-hmm.
problem in the club that we were in too. Like once you have a set group
Mm-hmm.
of friends together, like you tend to stick with those people, and that can
Mm-hmm.
make
You
it
don't like
hard for
branch
other
out.
people. Yeah, that can make it hard for
So
other
one of
people
like,
to want to become friends with you if you stay with this group
yeah.
of friends, you know, in the club. And so that was a
Mm-hmm.
hard bump to get
Bump.
over. There you go. Hard
A
bump to
hard
get
hill.
hard hill to get over. I was like, what's the saying?
Who? That's
And so
funny.
like me and Annika were actually like officers in the club that we were in,
Yeah.
and so that was like one of the things we had to tackle, like how to
Yeah.
break people out of these cliques for so other people can feel welcomed in the club.
Mm-hmm.
That's always hard to do. Like
I feel like it's inevitable though.
it
In
is,
almost like
yeah.
every group that you have, there's always going to be this small group of friends that you can't really touch.
Yes.
It's kind of sad, but
It really is, but I also did the same thing. Like
yeah, I know.
I feel like
I'm
I was
guilty of
part.
the same
Yeah, it's
thing.
like
Yeah,
we can't say any better.
sad.
But at least like you know, I think the important thing is like branching out and like being open to making
Mm-hmm.
new friends, even though you have your small group of friends
Mm-hmm.
that you like to stay with.
It's like a comfort to like fall back on if something goes wrong,
It
you
really
know.
is, yeah.
But don't just
Um,
like
yeah, like
pull
have a
up.
tight knit
Yeah.
group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because then also like you know something happens in that clique, it affects everyone.
Everybody
I feel
else.
like everyone knows about it. Like if
Woo!
that happens,
Oh my.
so that's fun. That's always fun to deal with. But you know, now that we're
Friend
in
drama.
yeah, but now that we're in college, at least like these cliques now are like our close friends. So
Yeah.
you know, even though it's has a negative connotation, you know, after college it doesn't really
Hopefully
matter.
they end up being your friends in the long
Yeah.
run, regardless.
Yeah, and I think it's just because of school culture too. Like
Yeah.
same thing like in Mean Girls,
It's
like
bound
all
to
these like
happen.
teen drama movies, like they have
Yeah.
like the one best friend or like and then they're
The
like trying to
vampires and the werewolves.
which one are you? What team are you? Team Edward or Team
I
Jacob?
never watched Twilight when I
You
was a
never
kid. I was
watched
like, what
oh
is this scary vampire? I watched the first one. I thought it was
okay.
horrible. Horrible. I was like, what is the plot in this thing?
She falls in love
Oh.
with the vampire. She wants to become a vampire. He's like, no, you have to live your life. And she's like, no, I want my life to be you.
Oh my god. Don't watch
Very
Twilight if you
dramatic.
haven't yet. Just wait.
There's 4 movies or 5 movies. Five
I
movies
don't
you can
know.
watch in the
I
franchise.
was a Harry Potter girl, okay?
Oh, me too.
Oh,
Now
my
there's even more movies there.
I know.
And they have a friend group too. Oh my god, Friends.
Oh, yes. Oh,
They-
we love Friends.
yes. Oh,
Not
Friends.
toxic Friends.
Friends, the TV show. They're also a clique.
Oh, my fave. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Mhm.
like the embodiment of like
Yeah.
like to be honest.
Yes, I know that's Annika's favorite TV show.
It really is. So good.
So I think their friendship like it's awesome. It's like, you know, they're adults in their real life too. So it's
Yeah.
cool. It's like now that we're adults,
Mm-hmm.
like we'd be like, oh, I want my
Yeah.
friendship to be like that.
It sounds weird to call us adults. I don't feel like it.
I
You
really
know?
don't. I'm still trying to figure my life
Yeah.
out. I feel
I
like
know.
I saw
Same.
this one thing. It's like even though I'm considered an adult, like my brain's still like 12 years old.
Oh yeah. My brain is like, I'm like 5.
Yeah, I feel like I still
Just
have
up
so
in
much
there.
to learn, even though like, you know,
Yeah.
when you're a kid, you want to be a
Mm-hmm.
teenager. When you're a teenager, you want to be an adult. When you're an adult,
You want to be back to like
you want to be
your
a kid
childhood
again.
years.
Yeah. Or I
Yeah.
saw this I
Simple.
saw this one progression where it's like when you're a kid, you want to be a teen, adult. When you're adult, you want to be a cat.
True. True.
Like
True.
I want to
True.
be a
True.
cat.
I know.
I
I'd love
live
to
with
be a cat.
cats now, and they
Oh.
look like they live the time of their life. They just
I
walk
know.
around,
Ugh, must be
sleep,
nice.
eat, poop wherever. Like they just sleep whenever. I want to have
Yeah.
that life.
I know.
Let me be a cat. But
All right.
yeah, I think
Anyway, friends.
friendship's important. Making friends is hard, but hopefully you have a group of friends that you know you're connected with.
Yeah.
At least
You're
one
happy
friend or
with.
like one person that you can go to, even if it's like your mom. Your mom can be your friend too.
Your mom could be your
Your
best
family
friend,
can be
like a
your friends.
sibling,
Yeah.
even. You know.
I consider my family my friends too. So, you know, anyone
Yeah.
could be a friend, even if it's your cat, your dog, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever
Agree.
you find support in, find trust, love,
Mm-hmm.
they can be your friends, even if it's a fictional character, I guess.
I have a
Even if it's
question.
Edward. Yes, somebody's your.
God. I was gonna ask, how
Hmm.
do you cut out a toxic friend? How
Oh.
do you like
Mm.
end the
Yeah, how do
bond with
you
them
figure out if they're a good person to you?
to keep like in your life,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
I never really think about that.
Yeah, I feel like I've never experienced, at least not at the top of my head, like a toxic friend. I feel
Mm.
like the most that's happened is like we drift apart. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had like a big fight with someone or like someone's
Yeah.
influenced my life negatively
Mm-hmm.
enough for me to like cancel connections with them.
Yeah. I
At
feel
least
like it's
not.
so
I don't think so.
ugh. I feel like it's
Yeah,
such a big decision to make, but
it is. Yeah.
I yeah, I feel like I haven't been through that personally, but I have friends that cut people off and it like
Oh,
I don't know how you do that. It
yeah.
sounds rough
Yeah, because I feel like the
to have all the
best.
memories just get erased like that, you know?
Yeah, because also there's that thing like, you know, the best way to fix a fight is to talk it out. But sometimes, you
Yes, of
know,
course.
even talking it out can sometimes lead to more disagreements, more
True.
fights if you don't
True.
if you're not open to becoming friends again. So I think that's the point where you're like, I
Hmm.
guess it's
You're
better to
right.
not stay friends.
Hmm.
And I guess it's the same way as like, you know, any relationship. Like, how do you cut someone off? Well, that's always hard.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel
a
like
lot it's a big decision to make.
I feel like the first step is always just trying to talk to someone, you know, to see if
Hmm.
you can work it out. If you decide, you know, hey, this isn't working, or, you know, I don't think I could still be friends with you, they should be fine with that.
I hope
I
so.
hope
My
they would be
goodness.
fine. Like, if it's not, you know, if they aren't fine with it, you know, talk it out some more and
Yeah.
see, like, where you could fix things.
Hmm.
Maybe try to understand the other person's point of view, like being open minded.
Hmm.
But if you know if you decide that cutting the ties is the best way between both of you, then you should respect that.
Hmm. Your
Um,
happiness
yeah,
comes first. If you're
mm-hmm.
not happy, or like regardless of relationship or friendship,
Yeah,
they need to go.
yeah, and hopefully they'll hear your side of the story and you'll hear their side of the story. So then, like maybe in the
Hmm.
future, you guys can reconnect again
Hmm.
and like talk it out when time has passed, because you know time heals. So
Yeah, it
if they're
really
you know if
does.
you think they're toxic now, maybe they might not be the same in the future. So I think that's a good way to at least start having the
Hmm.
discussion with a friend you think is
Hmm.
toxic. And if it doesn't work out,
Hmm.
that's okay. How do you think you keep like a strong friendship going?
I think just reaching out, like effort.
Mm.
If you want to stay friends with someone, you have to talk to them.
Yes, make the effort
You
to
know,
be
you can't just
friends.
sit there
Mm-hmm.
and then see like, oh, why won't they talk to me?
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You have to ask them, hey, do you want to hang out?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other person's probably like, yeah, sure. The
Yeah.
person's
Or
like,
no, I'm busy.
or
Like,
I'm busy.
yeah.
Like, oh, next time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just go from there.
Yeah. I think that's the most important thing, like the effort behind
Yes,
it. Like if you want to be friends with them, stay friends with them, you'll make the effort to continue that
exactly.
process. I guess that's the way to stay friends with someone. Like
One of
just
the
the
biggest
effort.
ways.
Yeah. I think and that's how you that also like you fall out with a friendship to like drift apart if you don't, you know, reach out to them.
Yeah.
And I know it's like hard now because it's hard to go anywhere or like
Yeah, true.
talk to anyone that's not like your close group of friends. But I also think it's important, like in a friendship, like to not feel forced to have to hang out with them. If that makes sense.
Exactly. Like if you're tired, just tell them you're tired. I'm pretty sure they'll understand.
Yeah, like if you have to force yourself to hang out with this person and
It's
you,
probably not a productive friendship.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So don't force yourself to reach out to
Mm-hmm.
someone. Reach out because you want to,
Yes.
and then respond if you want to.
Yes.
Same thing.
Should we move on
Oh
to
yeah,
the
I
get to know
guess
you?
yeah.
Okay.
So now our get to know you session. Hooray!
Yay! Should we start with you?
Sure. Are we doing like each question for,
Um,
or should we ask one question and then we both respond?
you can do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So our first question on our list is, what is one word that describes you best?
Bum 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 bum.
Oh man. I should have thought about this when I
I
when
know.
I
I
read
don't know.
these
I typed it
questions.
out and then I never thought about it. Like,
I think maybe my word would be creative.
oh my god, I was thinking of that one too.
Friends. Why do you think your word is creative then?
I don't know. I just feel like I have different ways to come up with solutions
Mm.
regardless of the problem. Like, for example, in my line of work, I have to come up with a lot of different ways
Yes.
to resolve things. I might not be like artistically creative like you
Mm.
when I do the drawing and stuff. I can't do that, but like other ways to make a certain something. I could
Yeah.
take a different approach to it rather
Yeah.
than just follow the instructions. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Like a
Maybe stuff
motivational
like that.
creation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, like Annika mentioned, like I'm more of a artistic creative
Yes.
person. So it's interesting how like one word can mean like different things like that. Ah, friends.
Ooh.
Different types of friends. uh, but yeah, so I'm very interested in like design, like graphic design. I'm trying to get into graphic design as a career, and then I'm working on like illustration and things like that. Like I
Ooh.
like for our podcast, like I made most of the
Yes. Oh, they're so cute. I
creative, yeah,
love them.
like the P design. So I really enjoy doing like creative things like that, and I feel like I always try to pick up like a new hobby. Like I always
Yeah.
think of like different things to like pick up. I can start things, but I can never finish them. So I'm one of those.
Oh.
But you know, design's one of the things that I want to finish, or at least you know
Oh,
continue
that's
to
good.
pursue. Like I'm interested in like playing music, things like that. Like I have a ukulele over there that
Cool.
I'll sometimes occasionally not really practice.
Yeah.
In
Same
college, I
with my
practiced more because like we would perform, you know, like the March
Yeah.
Melody fundraiser
Yeah.
that Annika mentioned earlier. So I'd continue that more in college, but now I'm like I should
Yeah.
focus on one thing, yeah. And also like this
One thing at
pandemic
a time.
too. This pandemic too had my like brain going like, oh, what should I do while I'm stuck inside?
Yeah.
And now my sister also like she's picked up a bunch of hobbies like over this pandemic
Oh,
too,
nice.
and they're all like very like crafty things. Like she picked up
Ooh.
like what's it called, like embroidering.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, she does like embroidering. Like she made her own like ornaments for Christmas. Not embroidered
Oh, how
ornaments, but like she like
cute.
made her own,
Decorated them.
decorated them.
Ooh.
She also for her and her boyfriend's like anniversary, she like made a like pot figure, or she didn't make it, but she got like the pot figure, and then she like molded clay clothes like to them. So it like
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah. So then it she molded it to be like them, like her and her
Aw,
boyfriend.
wait, that's cute.
Yeah, I don't know if she ever finished that, but I know she like kept it in my
Oh.
room to like have it dry. So like that was in my room for a little bit. But yeah, so I feel like I'm more of like a artistic creative. Annika's more of a like
Something.
creative decision maker.
I guess
Motivational
so.
creative,
I
like
think
life
outside the
creative.
box.
Yes.
Probably why I like escape rooms so much.
Ooh,
I
yes.
love them. Oh
Yes,
my god.
yes. I've
So
actually never been
fun.
to an escape room.
We have to go.
Yes,
It's so
when
fun.
the pandemic is over, I do want to
Yes, it's so
do one.
disgusting right now.
Oh,
God.
imagine. I
Ugh,
think.
think about it.
Oh, for real.
Gross.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But yes, I do want to try an escape room. You know, when it's
Mhm.
safe. But I've never been to one, so hopefully sometime soon.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think is the essence of life? What is the importance of
What
life?
is the meaning?
I know. We're still figuring that out. We'll be
Oh.
back with you with that answer. No, I'm just kidding.
In a
We
couple
have an
years,
idea.
maybe.
I think for me, it's like finding a balance Well, such a Libra thing to say. I hate myself. Oh my god. It's like finding happiness and then like finding peace and doing what you enjoy. I think that's what's really important about life.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're doing, doesn't matter how much money you're making as long
Yeah.
as you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You only have one life.
Gotta
Live
live
it
it.
well. Yes.
YOLO, as the kids used to say
Basically. Oh
a
my,
couple years
as they
ago.
used to say,
Still say. What do they still say?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think they say it anymore. I think it's just us thing.
I think that essence of life, like that's very very important. Like something that keeps you motivated to, live a
Mm.
good life. Like
Yes.
something that makes you happy, doing something that makes you happy. Like you don't want to be stuck in a job that you're not happy in.
Mhm.
Like there's always those posts about like I left my office job to pursue
Yeah.
my real dream of
Or to
becoming
like
somewhere,
travel
yeah, to
or,
travel
you
around the
know,
world, like things like that. But even though like, they say, money is not important, I think it's a big part
it's
of
a big part.
life and being able to do things in life. So I think even though, the job shouldn't be about the money or anything,
It should
or
be about like pursuing your passions,
yeah, being
at least.
excited. I have a friend that in his line of work, he like switches groups often.
Oh, okay.
Like
Hmm.
project, because it's like project
Oh,
based,
okay,
so he'll
okay.
like
Yeah,
switch
yeah, yeah.
project teams like often,
Mm-hmm.
after like one project is done.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he was telling me that like one group that he was in, like he wasn't like too happy, like he was always stressed, like things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he moved to a different project, like now he's a lot happier. And then
Oh,
he's like excited.
yay.
He's like saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm excited to go to work now. Like I love my
Oh,
team, like things like
yay.
that." So I think it's like there's little things, like even if it's in the same company,
Company, yeah.
like you can still find the small things that make you happy, that want make you excited to go
Yes.
to work.
I love
like
that.
like my job, I love my team too, and I, even though it's a stressful line of
Yeah.
work, at least where I am right now, like even
Mm-hmm.
though it can be a stressful job, I think it's the people around you that make it worth going
Yes,
to. And
exactly.
that also applies to life. Like, you want to live a
Mm-hmm.
life where you're happy with the people you're around,
Mm-hmm.
happy with where you're at, or at least you want to work towards being happy where you're at, and just finding things that you like to do, like taking up hobbies that you don't finish.
Oh, well,
I'm just
speaking
kidding,
of
but maybe.
which,
Oh,
the next
oh,
question
I
is,
didn't even
what are your
realize.
hobbies?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy doing?
I didn't even realize that led into the next question.
Yes.
Wow,
Do
how
you have an
convenient.
answer? You want to answer first?
I think I kind of talked about my hobbies before, like in that first question. Like I really like creating things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the main hobbies I like to do. I actually do like to go bouldering. So bouldering is like
Mm-hmm.
climbing without the ropes, basically, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
a smaller wall because you're climbing without ropes
Yeah,
and things
yikes.
like that. So
Yikes.
yes, so me and my sister and her boyfriend go to a climbing gym. It's a great way to like exercise too. It's like fun. My one of
Yeah.
my friends had explained it as like the the like hipster way to exercise.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, I guess so. The cool
Yeah, I
way,
guess.
the
Yeah.
trendy way to exercise now.
Ooh, trendy. Is it
But it's
really?
I don't know, but it's a fun
Oh,
thing to do
okay.
that I like. I think is a hobby of mine now, and especially because the gyms were closed
Mm.
like during the height of the
Yeah.
pandemic. Like now that things are starting to like open up again, and like they're limiting capacity as well. Because I remember like back in the day
Oh
when
my god. Did you just say
pre-COVID.
back in the
I
day?
know it's
Jesus.
only
How
been like
long
a
has it
year,
been?
like a year, which is also a long time. But this year has
Yeah, no, it
flown
has
by.
been a long time. I'm saying like, oh my goodness, it's been so
hmm
long.
Like this year has flown by really fast.
Mm-hmm.
But they like started opening up the gym again, and like I remember like pre-COVID, like there were so many people there at the gym. I didn't even think about it. But now, like if I see a crowd of people, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, like, oh god.
yes. But that's
Ugh.
another hobby that I have, and
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, I guess like creating things is like mostly what I do now.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I actually enjoy working out. I have a great fitness coach
Yay!
that she makes workouts like super fun. So I work out with a couple of my other friends. I like going to Disneyland, but I can't right
Oh,
now.
Disneyland.
Uh,
I miss
I'm
her.
looking at my Disney ears as we speak.
My Disney ears
It's
are
like
like
right there.
behind there.
You see the
Yes.
little corner
Hooray.
right there.
Yes.
I like baking and
Ooh.
cooking.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
I have to
your
help my mom
posts.
like cook dinner sometimes. And I think
Oh.
I find it fun. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, I should cook
And then
more.
I watch TV.
Oh
And then I
yeah,
watch
TV
TV.
shows,
Of
yes.
course, yes. Been on a binge.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not like a binge watcher. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like for me to binge watch something, I have to have someone motivating me to binge watch. I tend to
Mm-hmm.
not watch TV shows on my own. Like me and my
Mm.
sister and her boyfriend like recently finished a TV series on Netflix.
Ooh.
We watched Cobra Kai, which is the
Oh,
spin-off
okay.
of the
I've
Karate
heard of
Kid.
it.
Yeah. So it's like
Uh-huh.
what happens after Karate Kid.
Are you serious? That's what Cobra Kai is about?
So that
I
they're
need to
like,
watch it.
yeah, so they're like grown up men now. Yeah,
What?
so it's like
I
all
didn't
about,
know
yeah,
that.
so
Oh
it's
my,
like the same characters.
Like the Will Smith's kid,
No, no, no,
Karate
no,
Kid.
no, no, no.
Oh, I
The
was like, what
no, no,
the
no, no. It's the original one, the like OG Karate Kid, not
heck? Cut that out. Oh my god.
not Jaden Smith.
They made a TV show out of
Amazing.
that.
I mean, if they did, that'd be
Dead.
amazing. But
Oh my
I know,
god.
like from that Jaden Smith version, I never watched
I
that
hate
version.
it here.
And
I want to go home.
they had that song with Justin Bieber, "Never Say Never."
Yes. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Legendary.
But actually,
Oh my
like
gosh.
before I watched this TV show, I had never watched Karate Kid. Like
I
I only
keep
knew the premise.
thinking about
I've never watched the Jaden Smith version or the original version.
I have to watch the Jane Smith version at least. My
I
goodness.
know. I think now that we've watched this TV series, we're gonna try to watch
Yeah.
the movies because they also reference the movies in the TV
Mm.
series. You don't have to have watched the movies to know what's going on. Are you thinking about Jaden Smith again?
I'm so stupid. Okay. Whew, anyway.
But it's a good TV show. We just finished it because also recently the third season came out. And so we actually like finished the third season too. And so now we
Oh,
have nothing
nice.
to watch because they're,
Oh no.
still making the fourth season.
Yikes.
But it's a very good show. Recommend if you are interested in watching that. You don't
Mhm.
have to have watched The Karate Kid to know what's going on. It's still an interesting story,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
characters are,
I might watch it then.
yeah, the characters are cool to follow because there's like a bully and there's also the hero, but they go into both sides of the story.
Ooh,
A
that's
friendship. Oh my
interesting.
god, they're
Oh,
enemies and they're like
friends.
learning to become okay with each other. Learning to live with the past.
Oh,
Coming up,
love that.
especially because they're both adults now, like they have to learn to, set aside their childish rivalry
Mhm.
to, live life.
Mhm.
Also ties into our episode. So I've been watching that. Can't binge watch without having someone else there.
But
Next
favorites.
question. Yes, next question.
Food, movie, drinks, anything, really, I guess.
Anything favorites. I guess we'll just start with these three because they're up.
They're already, yeah, they're.
My favorite food. I think my favorite food would be either, actually no, I think it is pasta because pasta is very
Yummy.
versatile and it's easy to
Yes.
make and it's delicious.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think I like poke or poke.
Oh, yes.
I
That's a
love
good one.
sushi, and then I can't go in for sushi all the time, so I
Mhm.
just get the alternate form.
Yeah. And also
It's
like
so good.
poke is, I feel like you eat more or like you get more than like
Yeah.
the tray of sushi. Sometimes they come with 6, sometimes 8.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I get more fish.
yeah, and
It's
it's
like a
like
cheaper
bigger.
price at some
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
it's like a broken down roll, but also
I guess
customizable.
so.
Yeah, it's a customizable like
Yeah.
sushi roll. Ah, good.
Hmm.
I know, like for me, for the longest time, I still like iffy about it. Like for the longest time, I haven't been a fan of like raw fish. I do. The
Mm-hmm.
only raw fish I'll eat is like tuna. For
Okay.
some reason, I don't know why, but I
I
always
mean,
thought like the like sashimi, like whenever I same thing with like the strawberries I mentioned. Like whenever I ate it, I was thinking about like how it looked, and then it like I don't
oh
know,
yeah,
one of those things.
understandable.
But if it's like cubed, like cut, then I'll eat it.
Mm.
But if it's just like the
Mm.
just sashimi like style sushi,
Yeah,
like
just like slices.
I'll like tend to stray away from
No,
it.
I'm
But
good.
I'll understand. I understand because like a lot of people around me like eat
Yeah.
that food, so I'm not like I won't yuck someone's yum. So favorite movie?
I don't think I have.
I feel like I've watched too many movies to have a favorite
Yeah,
one.
I agree. I feel like I've
I
seen so many. I might have a favorite TV show,
Ooh,
but
then
not like a movie.
what is your favorite TV show then?
Well, we
Oh, did we already say
ties
it?
in with the theme, friends.
Friends. Yay! I think my favorite TV show is Pokemon.
Oh my god, I didn't expect
is-
that to come out of your mouth, but okay.
I have a Pokemon up there if you can see it.
Oh,
Can I point to it right there?
I kind of see it. I
It's
just don't know who it
that.
is.
It's a Rowlet. It's like a
Oh, okay.
owl Pokemon. It's also upside
Mm.
down because I put it upside down. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I've tended to move him around for all of our
I didn't
podcasts.
even notice.
So, so you want to go back and see how it's placed each time. But that's my favorite Pokemon. My other one is Cyndaquil, and I have a figurine of it next to me. Actually, is this embarrassing? Who knows? I think I was more embarrassed when I was like in middle school, elementary school, because it wasn't like cool to like.
Really? I thought it was super cool to like
Look.
Pokemon.
Oh, so cute. Oh,
Oh, that is cute.
little
Aww.
figurines. This is my other
So
favorite
cute.
one. But yeah, I think like because when I was mentioning like it's hard for me to binge watch TV shows without having someone else there. Pokemon's an exception because because it's easy to watch and the characters are
Agree.
like there's kids, you know, it's like a kids TV show, but it's like one of the recent series of Pokemon like made me cry
Aw.
because I don't know, like they're at least for me like the most recent ones, at least the one that I was into, like where this Pokemon's from, like it's called Pokemon Sun and Moon. Favorite TV series for me, I think, because like yeah, the storyline's very good. Like they do a really good job of like tying in adult themes into a TV show, like a kids TV show. And yeah, so I think like 2 episodes have made me like tear up. So is that saying something? I don't know, but my favorite TV show is Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yay.
Yay. My favorite movie though, I think I don't really have one because yeah, I feel like I've just watched too many to like really have like a movie, because it also like movies have changed so much over the years too, and they're so long, like but I think a series that I can maybe like watch over and over is like the Marvel movie series.
Yes, I agree. Harry Potter for me.
Harry Potter too, yeah. I feel
Definitely.
like during Christmas time, Harry Potter's so versatile. They'll play it for Halloween, Christmas, and they'll just play it randomly for like I think like for the summertime.
Mind.
Yeah, they'll have like I know like on this one TV channel they would always play it for like the holidays and
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Freeform or something like
that.
Yeah,
Freeform. Yeah. They would have like the fun weekend or whatever. Yeah. Watch Harry Potter. We'll play all 8 movies.
I know. Jeez.
I know in middle school, me and my friends tried to have a Harry Potter marathon.
That's impossible.
It's so hard. We had to split it up in 2 days.
Yeah, it's too long.
But it was still fun. And yeah, we were all like Harry Potter fanatics back in the day too. But yeah, Marvel movies are also really easy to watch. I feel like even though I've watched Marvel movies so many times, I feel like I forget the movie. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those.
There's so many details to pay attention to, and then you forget. And then you have to watch it again.
Yes. And now, like, me and my roommates, my sister and her boyfriend, like, we would always, like, if ever, like, we need something to watch, we'll always just pick up a Marvel movie.
Ooh. Nice.
Yes, because got the Plus. Disney Plus.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess like it's not they're not my favorite movies because obviously like they have like flaws in them, but they're easy to watch and I do enjoy watching them. So I think that's a movie I would pick. What do you have a favorite Disney princess?
Cinderella.
Actually, that's my favorite.
Apparently, I've been obsessed with her since I was a kid or something. I have these pictures. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're
good. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say mine is also Cinderella.
Oh,
too.
How cute! Friends.
But I think I don't really know why I liked her. I think I just liked her story, I guess.
I think she just looked pretty at the ball.
Oh, for real. I think like when they did the dress scene. Oh. In the original movie, they like have sparkles and everything.
Yes.
The like live action one, I don't know
how. The one with Brandy?
No, not the one with Brandy. The one with
that movie was woo.
I actually like that version though.
Oh my god!
Do you not like it?
No, I just thought it was really funny to watch. I mean, I didn't hate it or anything. I just thought it was really funny.
They have an Asian guy in there.
Yes,
Filipino,
I think. Him.
Yes, people of color. Yay! I think the whole movie too.
Diversity.
Like most of the movie is like people of color, which is awesome.
Yeah,
especially for a movie that came out in the 90s too. Like big culture shock in a good way.
Very big culture shock.
Yes, it was also. I remember watching that movie on like a random YouTube link. And I was like, oh, there's another version of Cinderella, and I just like sat down to watch it. That's how I first discovered the Brandy version. Yeah, now they have it on the Plus. So.
Oh my god! Yeah, I watched it and I literally laughed like the whole time because I was like,
it is a little bit silly. Yes.
Yes, very silly.
But yeah, I was talking about the one with what's her name? The one with that girl from Harry Potter, Helen Bonham Carter.
Oh,
Bellatrix.
Yeah.
The one with Bellatrix in it. There's
Mm-hmm.
that live action one. I thought that one was like okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like live
The
actions are
original
always
one.
like eh, but original is always good. I know they have a second
Yes.
one, Cinderella 2. I don't know what
Yeah, I
happens
don't
in
think I
that one.
ever watched it.
I don't. I feel like I've probably watched it once, but I don't remember what happens in there. So
Yeah.
Cinderella's a good one.
Yes.
Favorite drink? What is your favorite drink? I think
Water. I'm just kidding.
water. Water's number one. Number two
Obviously.
is I think for me it would be tea. Like
Mm.
I'm a tea person, so like I won't really
Mm-hmm.
drink coffee. Like yeah, I'm more of a tea person. So actually, I'm
Mm.
drinking tea in this little cup right now.
Mm.
I think I like tea because it's like light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even sometimes we get milk tea though, it's like kind of heavy. But like I
Exactly.
tend to go more towards like the fruity teas or
Mm-hmm.
like green tea. I'm a green
Yeah.
tea person. Like I'll drink black tea, but I'll go more for green tea,
Mm-hmm.
or like a fruity tea, like I said.
Yeah.
It's just funny because in here it's milk tea,
Oh.
but on the normal, I'll usually go for like a peach tea or like
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
those because it's like easy to make and then you could drink it like hot or
Mm-hmm.
cold and it doesn't have too much
Mm-hmm.
caffeine in it. One
Mm-hmm.
time I had gotten a tea from a boba place and I was like a milk tea and I was like up all night and I couldn't sleep.
Oh
That
no.
was a great time. But yes, you should go for like fruity teas or like lighter drinks.
Yeah.
Yes. What about you? Besides
I
water?
don't know. I feel like I like both tea and coffee. I
Yes.
don't know. It's hard. Maybe like a milk, like oolong milk tea, if
Ooh, oolong
anything.
milk tea is
I
cute.
really enjoy that.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oolong milk tea, Thai tea is really good too. Like,
Yes. Tea's pretty good. I feel like I've been trying to switch more to tea because I feel like it's lighter,
mm-hmm.
and then like the caffeine is more like a steady, calm
Yeah,
sense of awareness
instead of
rather than
like,
you just bouncing
yeah,
off the walls in coffee.
yeah.
So I've been trying to switch. I've been drinking matcha lattes in the morning. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
matcha is very good.
Hmm.
I do enjoy that.
Hmm.
I know for like when I drink coffee, because I'm not like a coffee person, I don't drink coffee a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I have a strong coffee, I'm like, like,
Woo!
like woo!
Hello.
I'm all over the place, and then like you have that
Hmm.
crash at the end, and it's like, oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
So
Like for tea, it's
do
more
not
like
enjoy that. Yes, steady
steady.
release of energy.
Yeah. I appreciate
And
that.
then you can also like have it different ways. Like you could have it unsweet, sweet, fruity,
Yes.
milky. So
Coffee's just
versatile.
like mostly
Like
coffee.
yeah, I guess you could add like
There's
different
like
flavors.
flavors,
Yeah, I
but
know my sister's boyfriend had gotten like different syrups to put in their coffees because they're coffee people.
ooh.
So I think that's cool. So you can customize coffee too, but I think tea will always have a special place in my heart.
Last question.
Yeah, last question.
What do you look for in a friend?
Oh, tying it back to our conversation from
Yes.
earlier. I think just someone I could connect with, like make jokes
Yeah.
with. I do
Sense of
like
humor is very
yeah,
important, I feel
yes,
like.
I think so too. I think it's important to be able to joke with friends, like lovingly tease each other. That kind
Yes,
of
I agree.
relationship. I think like
Yes.
if your friend like gets mad at you for like saying something that you don't really truly mean, but just trying to like tease
Yeah.
around like relation or kind of thing. And so that's your dynamic, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's not like a very fun friendship to be a part of, especially if you like want to joke around a lot.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
agree.
someone that's like okay with joking around, that kind of
Yes.
thing. And I guess someone that could also just be serious at like the right moments. Like if you want to have like a
Hmm.
serious sit down talk with someone,
Yeah,
like
I
they'll
agree.
be there to sit down and understand, like to listen and
Hmm.
not like
Open-minded.
yeah, being open minded, very important. What about you? Do you have anything?
I feel like we covered most of the things I look for in a friend, like being able to tease,
Yeah,
have a good sense of humor, and then also be like understanding, and then
yeah.
just being
I
really
think
open to trying
yeah,
new things too, I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I think also having things to talk about, like having similar
Things in
interests.
common.
Yeah, things in common. There you
Yes.
go. Because I feel
I
like
think
it's
that's how
hard.
people become friends anyway
Yeah,
first,
that's
right?
true. Yeah, I think first what attracts people together is like personalities. Like if you think your
Hmm.
personalities match, then you'll probably be good friends. But then if you have like similar interests, then you'll be even stronger friends.
I agree, yeah.
Then you can like talk about your interests. Yeah, and I think just people you can trust, you're comfortable being around. Someone
Yes.
like we have talked about before, someone that doesn't force you to hang out with them,
Yeah.
but it's also down to hang out if you want.
Understanding.
Mm.
Patient.
Being willing to be your friend.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't think we'd have to go cover that part, but okay.
Yeah, something that came to my mind. I was like, I guess if like that's what I look for in friends, someone that wants to be my friend.
Oh, someone that just wants to be my friend.
Yes. I think that's like the most important things that like I would look for in a friend to at least start our friendship. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
We had a pretty long talk.
Yeah,
That was,
talk
that
about
was a good
friendship,
conversation about friends and then getting to know
getting
us
to know
more.
us. Yes, getting to know
Hopefully you
us.
learned something new.
Yeah, about us, about friends, maybe about your own friendships with other people.
Yeah.
Thinking about those. Yeah, I guess we'll end it over here. Or over
Thanks
here.
for
We'll end it here.
end it here.
Yes. But
Oops.
thanks for coming to our podcast. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for chatting with us.
Yes, thanks for listening, streaming, watching.
Thanks for providing advice on how to make our podcast better.
Yes,
we
we're
want
trying
it to
our
be
best.
the best for you.
Yes, and we're trying our best to improve every episode. So if you have any things that you want to tell us about, whether it's about the episodes, about our podcast technically, you know, let us know. We're open-minded. We're open-minded to new things.
Colleagues and friends.
Yay! So
Yay.
with that, this has been Vanessa.
And this has been Annika.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.